say something, gonna break something.
Yo, yo, yo. Good morning, good morning. Let me get your right mic on.
All right.
Okay, I think that should be the one.
Check, 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 check. Yeah.
I guess, yeah. Yeah, you can hear us, right? All right. Well, I'm here with Miss Desiree,
What's up?
local singer, songwriter, dancer, woman of many hats, new mother.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm like, where do I want to start with this? Well, which did you start first, singing or dancing?
Dancing.
Dancing. And how did that come about for you?
I've always been a dancer, like, since I was born. Like, I was always very in tune with music, and I was always very much a part of dancing because my dad used to dance. So before I could walk, I was always nodding my head to the beat. I was always felt music. But I was always told that I wasn't a singer, and so I was always dancing, and it wasn't until last year that I really started singing and pursuing music.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you want to get into it, but who told you you're not a singer? Like, why do people tell kids stuff like that?
It was my mom, because my mom, she loved the way I danced, and she loved that I was a dancer. Like, every time I danced, she was just always so amazed. So when she saw me singing, she was like, "You're a dancer. Like, what are you doing singing? Like, you're a real dancer."
Right.
And so I know she didn't mean any harm.
She just didn't want you to get distracted.
She didn't want me to get distracted, and she knew I was very passionate about dance. So she was like, "You're singing? What? No, you're a dancer. Like, that's in your blood, you know?" And so it wasn't until recently that she realized, like, "Oh, you're really a singer, huh? Like, you're really out here making music." And she loves it. She buys my mixtapes. She plays them. She tells me I can really sing. So I'm like, okay. But yeah, when I was young, she told me, like, "You're a dancer." So I always was just a dancer until I moved out and started to really find myself as a person.
Was there a particular genre of dance that you gravitated to, or is it just like a...
Yeah, at first I was like a hip-hop dancer. I like to pop and do wavy movements. And then now I'm more of a contemporary dancer. And I just like to dance for fun, like just dancing around and having a good time.
Right, right. So you actually are a dance instructor now, right? So is that what you teach, is contemporary?
Yeah, I teach contemporary, jazz, hip-hop, and intro to dance.
Nice. Jazz, that was always my thing. I'm going to have to hit you up about that. Shout out to Elevate Dance Company.
Yeah.
That's where you're instructor at, right?
Yeah. I love Elevate.
So can you tell us a little bit about them? Like,
they're just amazing, talented people, and they really care. Like, they really care about the people in the community. They really care about their students. They really care about their staff, and it's really all love. I've never been a part of something with so much love, especially here in Stockton too, because you know how Stockton is. Sometimes there's different crowds and there's different things going on, but at Elevate, like, everyone really just loves and cares, and they're really genuinely talented people. So I love working there. Absolutely.
That's awesome. Yeah, is that how you met Zeps? I know he's involved with them too,
that's
right?
how I met him. He's my boss's brother-in-law
or something?
Yeah. So that's how I met him, and then I was like, "Oh, you rap?" And then then he met Spill, and then we all connected, like, "Oh, dang it." So yeah, that's how I know Zeps.
It's crazy to me how our like group of people has like you guys met over here and we met over here, but then we met over here, and it's like everybody's kind of
everybody knows each other.
Yeah, I've always loved to say that Stockton has 1 degree of separation.
Yeah.
So, like, if I don't know you, then I know somebody you know.
Yeah.
And if we, it's funny because, like you said, yeah, Stockton does have a tendency to act like crabs in a bucket. And since we do all know each other, it'd be so easy to come together and really build as a community, So hopefully we can continue to do that. I've seen it change a lot over the last few years.
It's more than it was a long time ago, and I kind of feel like we're that underdog city, like a lot of people think bad about Stockton, but I love Stockton, and honestly, I'm probably gonna be here for a long time. So we have a lot of talent here. We are changing the community, and I see good things happening. I already see good things happening right now. So for the future, yeah, I can only imagine what's gonna happen for Stockton.
Yeah, I actually have a song called "Underdogs of California" about Stockton.
I gotta hear it.
I know. I gotta start actually playing my music to people.
Yeah, Don't hide it. I've been telling you.
I know. I remember the first time I met you, we were talking about that, and it's like, okay, you've already come out with the mixtape since then, so I need to stop slacking. But okay, so your latest musical endeavor, Silk. That's your second like EP? I know it's a mixtape, but it's kind of like an EP.
I think what is the difference, honestly?
I think initially mixtape was more like just not as produced, like it wasn't as high a quality, and it was like more so. My understanding of mixtape from back in the day is it was usually a bunch of people, but it's changed because Nicki Minaj had a mixtape, and like I don't know. I think it's an EP.
I just like the way mixtape sounds. Like, you heard my mixtape, like, oh yeah, instead of saying you heard my EP, like, what's an EP? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what EP stands for, so I feel you on that. I know there's LP and EP, but it's been explained to me like 4 or 5 times, and
hey, whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy, use it.
But that's your second?
Yeah.
Okay.
My second official one.
When did the first one come out? And what was that called?
The first one was called Sista, and that came out a year ago. Yeah.
And then that's on SoundCloud, right?
Yeah.
And it's actually really dope. I've never heard this woman talk about her other stuff. And then I'm chilling at her house. I'm like, let me go on her SoundCloud, listen to Silk. And then there's all this whole other thing on there too. Yeah. I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah.
You've been hiding out too.
Yeah, you're right. I did hide out.
But what made Silk different to where it was a little more, made you want to be more forward about it?
Well, with Sista, that's when I first started making music ever. And so I did it and I was excited about it, but I wasn't really passionate about it. I was like, okay, I'm going to try and see how this goes. And I got a lot of good feedback from it. But I guess I was just in a different mindset, and then I was pregnant, and so when you're pregnant, you really just want to be to yourself, and you really want to be in your own energy and focusing on the growth of your child. So I was gone for that whole year, and then I went to Superfish. Shouts out to Superfish. I went to Superfish. I was 9 months or 8 months pregnant, and I was like, let me just sing. Like, it's been a minute since I've sang anything, you know? And so I sang, and everyone was so
receptive.
Yeah. And everyone was really looking at me. Everyone was quiet, and they asked for an encore. And I was like, what? So since that happened, I was so inspired because I love the way that energy felt. And I went home and I started writing. And then after I delivered my son, I realized that music was something that I was really passionate about. And so I was like, I'm going to make 3 songs. I hope they're dope. And then I'm going to release them and see how it is. And then I had my release party, and everybody was really the same
digging it.
energy at
Yeah,
Superfish. They were really
yeah.
taking it. They really loved it. I got a lot of good feedback from people. A lot of people singing the songs that I came out with. So they're both different because Sista was kind of just like a test, and it was just like, let's see what I can do.
Right,
and
right.
then Silk was like, this is what I want to do.
Right.
I'm passionate about it, so I'm going to push it out there. I'm going to go perform.
Right.
I'm going to see if I can really do this. So that's how they're both really different. And that's why no one really knows Sista, because I didn't push it that hard, you know.
Yeah, but that makes sense. You've kind of, I don't want to say grown as an artist, but discovered, you know, what your passions are for it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I understand that's a huge,
yeah, it's a big
that's a
deal.
huge
Yeah.
Do you have any aspirations to tie singing and dancing together?
That's so funny. I was talking about this last night. So, oh my gosh, I just blanked. Wait, it's coming back. Okay, so I was at the studio last night and I was dancing, and all my classes were over, and I was like dancing to my music, and I was like, should I dance like on stage, or should I have backup dancers? Should I incorporate that? Would that be too much, or what?
Why not though? Like,
I don't
you're
know.
Actually a choreographer. You know what I mean?
So since then, I've been thinking, like, honestly, life is too short to play it safe. Life is too short to worry about what people think about me dancing on stage and like really being serious about it. So I'm actually probably gonna dance at Symposium. I don't know. I'm a little nervous about it, but I might dance a little bit at Symposium.
Nice. I would love to see that.
Yeah, and I ran a poll. I ran a poll on my Instagram asking people what they think, and everyone was like, "You better do that!" Like,
Yeah,
yes,
you
yes,
already
yes.
put it out there. Now you
Yeah,
got to.
Yeah, you know, I go to the people, but then you don't even realize, like, if they see it, they're probably gonna say yes, you know. So I think I set myself up with that one, but. You know, it works out. We'll see what happens at Symposium, really.
But see, and that's the thing is, the people who don't want to see it probably ain't gonna be there anyway.
You're right.
You know?
You're right. You're right. And if they're there and they're like, what's going on? Like, what is she doing? Then there's some people that will really like it, you know?
Yeah.
And I think at the end of the day, it's all about feeling good, like what I'm comfortable with, but also stepping outside of my comfort zone, you know? I really want to do this. So I feel like if I dance and am I just free on stage like I am with everyone else, then I think that would really come across, and everyone would be like, okay, she's really an artist. Like, she's really about it, you know?
Right.
So I think I'm going to incorporate dance at the next performance, and maybe the performances after.
Nice.
Hey, you know, who knows? Who knows?
Right on. Speaking of your next performance, that's at Symposium, right? Which is at Vox Pop. Do you know the address, the exact address?
I just know that it's downtown.
Yeah, it's downtown, right in that little movie theater
area.
Complex, right across from Moo Moo's. Is that still Moo
Is
Moo's?
it across from Moo Moo's?
Is that still Moo Moo's?
That's where it is? Oh, I thought it was like by Starbucks or
It's on the other side.
So it is probably across from. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, dope. Because I've never been there, but I've always wondered where it was.
Well, it's crazy because I've been going to that movie theater since it was built, and I've never noticed that little area in there. You know what I mean? So.
Well, if it's the area I think it is, it used to be like kind of like a spiritual shop, I think.
Was that the place where they had like all the wraps and stuff outside?
Yeah. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
It's right in there then.
Right smack dab downtown.
Awesome.
So that's October 12th at the place that we just thoroughly described to you guys, Vox Pop. And that is Symposium. If you guys haven't checked out Symposium yet, you're really sleeping.
Sleep.
They just had their 2-year anniversary. They always incorporate music, visual arts, and a bunch of other crazy stuff. Crazy, interesting stuff.
It's really an event.
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole event. So, you're going to be performing Silk songs there, or are you going to be performing new music there, or new music both?
Yeah, I like to, every time I perform, I like to open it up and freestyle for the people. So I ask, like, how you feeling? How you guys living? What's going on in your life? And they'll shout it out to me. I'll play a dope instrumental that I love, and I'll just sing about what everyone's feeling. And then after that, I'll do Silk, and then I'll do some new songs.
Nice.
And then some new songs. So yeah, that's always kind of the order I go in.
Nice, nice. And then speaking of Silk, you did a music video to that.
Yes, I did.
I was actually in that thing.
Yes, you were.
I can tell y'all it's going to be dope.
I'm so excited. I've been like, I just can't wait. I've been like super excited about it, super pumped. Like, what's it going to look like? What's it going to be like? Like, my first official music video, like, I wonder how that's going to go down. So I've just been super excited about it. And it's going to come out Sunday. It's already Tuesday. You know, the days fly by when you're waiting for something.
Right, right.
So, I'm excited.
I know, and there's, you know, I only saw the one scene. You had 2 other scenes. So I'm definitely interested in hearing the song
the whole other,
and seeing how, everything.
Seeing how everything else happened, too. Yeah.
So that's going to be dope. And Growth, that's the... Shania. She was really dope to shoot with. She was super chill.
Awesome.
Her vibe just fit everything so dopely.
That's what I love about her too, is like she doesn't just come to shoot. She comes to like really listen. She comes to work on art, vibe and work on art, and you can tell it's very genuine when she comes through, and that's why I love working with her, because she's really about it, and she really has a vision, and she really knows what she's doing. She's very talented, and she's just a genuine person. Like, you shoot with her, and you feel very comfortable. You feel very at home. You don't feel like, oh, we're shooting. Like, she just makes you feel very comfortable, and that's what I love about her.
Right. Yeah. I'm very introverted. I'm very like anxious around new people. I'm told I hide it well, but she was one of the people that was like, okay, you're just cool. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to be like, so that's dope. Looking forward to that Sunday. And what platforms will that be out on? Well,
she's supposed to be finished with it by Sunday, but I'm going to drag it out.
Okay.
So I don't even know. I don't know what
so
I'm going to
she gets to see it Sunday. We don't get to see it Sunday.
Yeah. So I'm going to give like little bloopers, like, not bloopers, little scenes. So I'm going to put little scenes out there and be like, Silk. Da 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 da. Stay tuned for the music video. So I don't know.
Release it at like midnight on a certain day. And make everybody go watch it.
It's going to be spontaneous, yeah. Like, people are going to see the scenes, and then they're going to want to watch it, and they're be like, where is it? Like, I don't know yet. I don't even know if I want to drop it. You know, I might wait till next year or something. I don't know, not till next year, but, like, next month or something. I'm just going to drag it out.
Nice. Well, hopefully you let us see it.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I'll probably send it to you guys, because you guys were in the actual video. So,
like, I hope I didn't say nothing too crazy. I don't know what she kept in the conversation we had. She got us so comfortable, we started saying way too much.
Oh my gosh, I'll never forget when I was like, we were recording. I was like, what? Are you serious? Cut that out, because we got too deep.
When you started, I was like, oh, dang, okay, she's going all the way. Hey, it's our video.
No, I didn't know we were recording. I was so comfortable. So, I don't think I think she knows. Like, don't put that in there.
Yeah. Yours was obvious.
Yeah.
Mine was, I don't even remember all of what I said.
I remember what you said.
As long as I kept it, like,
yeah, I think
it's
she
not
knows.
obvious.
I think she knows. So I'm excited to see what makes the cut, like.
Yeah. I think, either way, it's going to be dope.
And either way too, like, to be vulnerable in my first music video, like, That's awesome, because I like my music videos to be real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't ever like my music videos to be like, okay, we're going to go here and we're going to shoot and that's it. And we're just going to get some good scenes. Like, I like my music videos to be very, like, people can be like, oh, it was a journey. It was a real experience. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that we were all there, because it was like, it wasn't even like we were shooting. It was really like we were hanging out, although
Right.
we knew it was a shoot.
Right.
You know, I like my videos to be very real and we really have a good time in my videos. So
Right.
I think that's
Well,
awesome.
I mean, we had the struggle of waiting on the pizza. Like, it was like a whole, like,
It was a real journey. It was a real experience.
we came full circle.
Yeah.
Homeboy being late to, like,
It was
everything.
oh my gosh. Woo! I thought that day was going to go so smooth, and it did not. But it worked out. So,
yeah,
like, that's
and the
what I'm
end
excited
is
for.
what matters. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
and it's my first music video, so it's like, I'm always going to remember that and all the people that were a part of it, because it means a lot to me. So it definitely was an experience. Like, I will never forget that day, because so much went on in that day.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I know you slept good that night.
Ooh, I did. Oh my gosh. On a cloud. Really did sleep good. Did you sleep good after you went home?
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty
Good.
sure. Pretty sure. Well, I know you're working on new music. Do you have a timeline of when you want it to be out, or?
Well, I'm that person that that really likes to, when I work on something,
Mm-hmm.
I'm so freaking excited to have it out, and I want to release it super fast.
Mm-hmm.
So after Silk was out, I was already working on a few songs, and I was like, I'm ready to release it. But I was like, how are you gonna come out with a new mixtape EP and not everyone's heard Silk yet, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I've been trying to strategically
Mm-hmm.
figure out when I'm gonna drop my music and how long it should be. So the next drop of music, I plan to drop like November-ish, November, December-ish. I kind of want my music drops to be like 2 to 3 months apart.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's an important aspect that people don't realize when they're putting out content of any kind, whether you're
Yeah.
posting for brands or whatever. You can't just oversaturate,
Yeah.
because then you lose the
Yeah, because, and also too, if I would have just dropped my new music and just kept dropping new music, then I feel like people would get lost. They'd be like, okay, whoa, like, she just dropped this, now she's dropping something else, da. So like, I do want to make people wait as well, because there's people who are like, you only have 3 songs on Silk, what? I need more music now. Like, people really hit me up like, you need to make more music and you need more tracks and stuff. So it's like, if I give them time, then they can just listen to Silk, and they'll be like, okay, I'm tired of Silk, I'm ready to listen to something else. So yeah, so strategically dropping and thinking about separating your music apart so people can kind of get tired of it, and then when you drop something new, they're excited about it.
Right.
So yeah, that's the plan.
and build up that anticipation.
Yeah, build it up.
Yeah, the idea you have for releasing your music video, that's a great.
Yeah, showing little previews and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So people really be like, oh, I wonder what this video was like, just show like 2 seconds.
What was? Okay, I know you said that Sister was just kind of to see what you could do it, but what was your inspiration behind what you wrote for that EP? Also, what was your inspiration behind what you wrote for Silk, if you don't mind sharing that
Let me
with us?
think about Sister. I'm trying to remember my songs. I feel like for you said what's the inspiration behind it? For Sister, I really wanted it to, I released like 2 music videos for that. I did it myself, and I just wanted it to be very dancey and free, because I was at a point in my life where I was very free and I was starting to do things on my own. So the inspiration behind that was just to dance and be free, and to give people music that they can really, bob their heads to. So that was the inspiration behind that, just being free and just singing from the soul. Like, every time I sing.
Mm-hmm.
And the inspiration behind Silk was to kind of reach different audiences, because I have three songs, and then if you listen to the end, you hear like a little exclusive song, just to give people different sounds. Because they're all the same, but they're kind of different in their own way, and everyone has their own favorite, and every favorite that they have is different. So my inspiration behind Silk was to make it something where if you don't like this song, then you like one song, or you can like these songs, but you have a favorite song that you connect to. So I just wanted to reach different audiences and have people really bob their heads to it and just chill to it. Like, it's something you can play when you're cleaning. It's something you can play when you want to be in the car with your girls and you just want to sing. It's just like different audiences, different moods. So that was the inspiration behind Silk, was just to give the people something.
A versatile.
Yeah. Diverse.
Nice. Now, one thing I find very interesting about you and your singing is that you freestyle with it, which is something, they used to do, like jazz singers would do all the time, but I feel like it's kind of not as heavily done anymore. Like, she actually comes and competes in mixed metaphors. So far, she's the only female. So if there's any other female contestants out there,
let's go.
You can sing.
Let's go.
You don't have to rap.
Yeah, I'm gonna sing. I might sing at the next one.
But what inspired you to do that?
Well, it was me and Spills. Shouts out to my best friend. We would just be in the living room, and he has buku bars. Like, he, off the dome, oh my gosh, he has crazy bars I never heard before.
He won the first mixed metaphors, and I can't wait to see him and Zeps go
head to head.
Yeah,
that's gonna be dope. Yeah, so he's just rapping all the time, and I'd play dope beats for him, and he would just freestyle, and I was like, like, I wonder if I can freestyle too. And so I just started rapping and freestyling, and then I was like, yeah, it's cool. But then I started singing, and I was like, I feel like I can connect more and freestyle more when I sing, and it feels better. So that's really how I started out. And honestly, way back then at Bear Creek, I used to bring my ukulele. I used to walk around everywhere. I was that girl. And so I was walking around everywhere with my ukulele, and at lunch, I would just play it, and people would come, and they would rap and they would freestyle, and I'd like hum in the back, and I'd kind of sing a little bit. And so I guess it really started there, but then it didn't really start until I met Spill, and I was like, wow, you're hella dope, and you freestyle, let me try it. And so then I incorporated it with my singing, and a lot of people say that, like, that's dope, I never seen nobody do that before. And I was like, hey, that's just what I do. That's just what makes me feel good. So yeah.
That's interesting that you say that like that, because I do know, I believe writing is connecting with, I don't, if you want to call it a source, if you want to call it whatever, but it's connecting with something.
Yeah.
And even like novelists like Neil Gaiman and Stephen King have said that their best stories, they don't feel like they wrote, they feel like it just came to them, type of thing.
Yeah.
So I like how you put that, like, with rapping, you couldn't really connect, but when you started singing, you actually felt that. You know what I mean?
It made more sense to me.
But that's really dope, and I love when people, because going back to the original, like, 4 elements of hip hop, that was one of the, aspects of it, is being spiritual.
Yeah.
So,
and I feel like I'm giving more of myself to the people when I do that. Like, you can hear my music, you heard my EP, but for me to go raw and to be there, be very present with you, and talk about what you're going through, talk about how you feel, I feel like I am, like, bonding with everyone. Like, I'm giving a piece of myself to you guys, and you're giving a piece of yourself to me because you're telling me how you feel, and I'm just singing about it. So I love doing that because I feel like I really connect with everyone, and I love when people come up to me after and they're just like, I wasn't expecting that, I wasn't expecting you to do that. I think it's really, really dope that you did that, and we talk about how we felt, we talk about our days, and I think it's really cool.
At Blackwater, you blew the owner's mind with
really?
the freestyle. Yeah.
What?
I was trying to record you, and he was scrambling, getting in my way, so like both of us ended up without a recording. But
that's so cool.
That was a lot of people have never seen anything like that. So you definitely need to cash in on that. No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
I'm just trying to be.
It's
I'm
all
just trying
for
to
the
be
love,
original,
but we need to eat too. No,
Yes. Put Ches on. Get Ches in your kitchen. Really good food. Hey.
Well, dang, I had questions, but you answered my questions with other
Responses.
Yeah. So with dance, we talked about you incorporating it a bit into your performances. Do you have any aspirations of doing any like specific dance performances, like choreographing for like a group of people, or burlesque even?
Oh. Well,
I just had a burlesque dancer on yesterday.
that's hecka dope. Let me meet her. Ooh. Well, are you talking about like my performances or just dance in general?
Just dance in general.
Okay, so at Elevate, I'm a part of the competition team. Mm-hmm. So I choreograph for them to compete at competitions. And I don't know when that's going to happen, but that's something that I enjoy very much. So I teach contemporary mainly. Mm-hmm. And so I plan on making a contemporary piece, creating a storyline. We pick costumes, we do makeup and formations and everything. Nice. And then they go and compete, and they can get scholarships, or they can just place, like first place, second place, third place, dance competition. Mm-hmm. So that's what I do as well at Elevate. I teach regular dance classes, and then at the end of the year we do dance recital. Mm-hmm. So they show their parents and their family what we've been learning all year. But there's also our competition team, and we go out and we compete. We get our name out there. Nice. We bring back medals and trophies and scholarships, and we win money and stuff. So
Elevate, is that a children's dance company?
Mm-hmm. It's for children, young children, teens, and adults too. We have a lot of different things at Elevate for older women, younger women, men, everything. It's like all through the spectrum.
So it is everybody. That's dope.
Yeah, everyone's incorporated.
I missed those. I was in, we called it color guard or winter guard, but it was essentially competitive dance, except we also had like the flags and stuff for this. But my instructors from middle school and high school, like I still have love for them. So I understand why you enjoy doing that so much, because you're changing people's lives essentially.
Yeah, and I just love seeing the growth, and I love seeing my vision come to life. So it's like I have a vision in my mind, I pick a song, and then I teach it, and then I give them the emotion, I give them what I'm expecting, what the storyline is, and then to see it come alive on stage it's magical. Like that's one of my favorite parts about teaching, is being able to create something and to have my students love it as well too, and to go on stage and perform it fully, and that vision comes to life. So I truly enjoy that. Like that's one of my favorite parts about teaching, is seeing your own vision come to life.
Nice. I can imagine.
It's really cool. It's really cool. You got to be part of it. I remember you were like, so you dance. When I first met you were like, so you dance. I was like, yeah. And you were like, you're gonna have to teach me how to dance. You're gonna have to come dance with me somewhere or something like that. So
well, I've been wanting to get back into it, because I danced for 10 years and we got into a little bit before of like why that stopped. But it's still been, I don't know, 5 or 6 years since then. You know what I mean? So it's like now I would basically be starting over at this point.
No.
Just with, I guess it's kind of like a bicycle, and there's stuff I remember, but as far as basically just how like strong my core is, and like, you know what I mean, it's more getting back into shape than like relearning everything. But I've been wanting to, I'm kind of I'm on the slide here asking you these questions because I have been wanting to like get a group together and start doing like performances, like you know, we have singers out here, we have the hip hop scene, we have all
dance
this
group. I started a dance crew a while ago too. That didn't really work out.
Yeah. 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 But aside from B-boy, that's the only type of dance crew I see here. You know what I mean? But like I said, jazz dance and contemporary, those are my thing. I'm like, want to be Michael Jackson in my head still. So
I really like that idea of having a dance team out here. I mean, there's already a dance crew out here called Rhythm Inc., and I used to dance with them for about a year.
Mm-hmm.
And they're really dope. But I think it's dope. It would be dope to have another dance team, because if you go to Sacramento, there are so many dance, like Goodfellas, all of the Bellas, you know, there's so many dance crews out in Sac. And over here, we only have one.
Right.
And then we have 5 studios, you know.
Right.
So I think it would be really dope to get a crew together and just go to competitions, compete, perform in Stockton, whatever. I think we need that. We need more dance crews for people that don't want to dance at the studio, you know.
Right. And Bree would be down for that as well. I believe Prodigy, because we've kind of were talking about that before. But my thing is, I couldn't be the instructor, so we need someone that can be the instructor.
I got you. I got y'all. Yeah, like about 2 years ago, I started a dance crew, and it was an all-girls dance crew, and I forgot what it was called. Dang, I really wish I could remember. It was a dope name. The Lady Killers. The Lady Killers, but it didn't work out because everyone's so busy. Everyone has work, you know.
Yeah.
So, but when we were starting, it was about 5 of us, and it was really dope, and I was really excited about it. But you know, life.
Yeah.
But I think it would be cool to do a new one.
Yeah, or even just like maybe forming a crew is too much commitment because life, but maybe just like, hey, let's get together, choreograph this dance and perform it at Channel Brew or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And then different people would come in every time. I like that even better, because you know, people don't like to commit to a lot of things, so if you make them feel like they have to commit to something outside of everything else they have to commit to, they're not going to want to commit to it. But if you're just like, hey, come with us, we're going to choreograph something, and if you want to be a part of it, we're going to perform it this month.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, how many practices?
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like a lot of, like, if you could teach and learn a dance within 3 weeks time, and like you said, within a month, like have a choreographed performance done without going too elaborate about it. So ladies out there, if y'all got some, if y'all got your dancing shoes,
come on out.
Holla at me or Des. But I'm going to hound you about this. Okay. Actually, though, because I was waiting for you to have Zula. Just so
hey, you know what? That boy is out, and he likes music too, so it's all good.
Yeah. Well, that's dope. Well, one thing I do want to do before we wrap up is read your horoscope.
Read my horoscope?
Yeah.
Hey.
You're a Capricorn, right?
Yes, I am. January 10th.
Stocked your page. Stocked your page. If I can spell astrology right, we'll be getting somewhere.
You just type in, what's it called, Capricorn horoscope?
But I gotta read mine too.
Okay, what's up?
No, I just didn't put the S in astrology.
Okay.
Astrology, and of course this wants to be okay. What is Zula sign?
Leo.
Little Leo. Do his first.
All right.
Never read a horoscope for an infant, so this will be interesting. Right now, you need to ensure that the line between your professional and personal life is clear. Your emotions are strong, and a sad story may motivate you to take on an unwise strategy. You have a wonderful sense of compassion, but you can but it can set you back more than you realize. Being impersonal or objective doesn't mean the same thing as being unfriendly or rude. You can still be polite and even kind, but try to extricate yourself from anything that could get messy. You know what? That's actually kind of applicable to an infant.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be feeling emotional, but just...
He has. He has, too. I feel like he just got out of his growth spurt. So he's been very needy and very
fussy.
Mm-hmm. So he's finally back. So that makes sense. Okay.
Who would have knew? Who would have knew?
Right?
All right, for all you Capricorns.
Let's do it.
Look around today and you'll find some inspiration. There are people in your life who have a lot of valuable things to teach you, and they're eager to move into a mentorship position. In fact, the timing may be perfect to reach out and ask for guidance. These folks exemplify what you want to be, and they're where you want to be. So why not ask them how to get there? You'll add your own spice to things today, so don't worry about becoming a carbon copy of anyone else. Your identity will not suffer.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that's dope. I'm all for everybody having a mentor.
Yeah.
Like, I wish I would have known that 10 years ago.
Man, you know what? It's okay. We just learn as we go.
Better late than never. All right, so for my fellow fish, Pisceans, grab that crazy idea that's been simmering in the back of your mind, because today is the day when the impossible is possible. Whatever windfall of money, attention, or credibility you receive right now will provide the tipping point and pave the way for success. It's in your best interest to get involved with other people. Reach out and put on your best networking personality. Ask the people in power a lot of questions and get yourself noticed. Things are in motion.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So let's get this dance thing going. You're gonna find
do it.
The person that we need to bring this together. No.
Let's do it. Go after it.
Was there anything else you wanted to touch on?
I don't think so.
So, as a recap, go check her out at Symposium on October 12th at Vox Pop. It's located downtown in the movie theater shopping area right across from Moo Moo's. Be on the lookout for sneak peeks of Silk's music video. And if you haven't already, go to SoundCloud and check out Silk and Sister. Because if y'all didn't know about Sister, now you know.
Now you know. You can check that out too.
And again, Desiree, thank you so much for coming in this morning. It was a pleasure talking to you. Pleasure for talking to you. It was a pleasure talking to you. Your energy is always very uplifting, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
So for my listeners, I'm going to throw some music back on for y'alls and go on about my day.
Awesome.
Thanks for tuning in to Rise and Shine 209 with the voice of Stockton on KXVS Radio. Peace, love, and light to all y'all out there. And here's some Zeps for you since we talked about them.
Awesome.
Yo, throw a test in the air, shoot it with a paintball, pass with flying colors, how I'm gonna waste y'all. If you rise to the top, then of course you were forced to be ready for a very great fall. In the pocket when I rock it, and I'm gonna win the game, cause I'm dope, sorta like an 8-ball. That's my cue, I don't wanna rap like you, so I'm gonna pass right through. Ooh. And I live a fast life true, proving what a flashlight do. Cause I shine, every line I turn on, just like light and J's to burn cron. Magic, I'm already on my third one, gonna keep it straight so now my perm's gone. Where in the rule book does it say that you gotta make no sense? When you write rhymes right to the pipeline, oil tycoons wanna take those tents. Bro, indigenous people shouldn't pay no rent. Gonna build a wall but it ain't no fence. Everybody wonder where the pesos went. Love trumps hate, wait no pence. Is that too political? Rapping is critical, facts that I'm giving you, whoa. Cause whack individuals asking for interviews, laughing, I give them a no. I belong in a special school, cause I'm fresh and cool, and the rest are fools. Hip-hop building, I'm a vestibule. I grind Juan Valdez, extra mules. I do my thing like Ben Grimm. 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 Yo, USA, land of the rough. Damn it, it's nuts, but can it be us? They ban medicinal cannabis stuff. That is why I use my hand when I crush. Stamina up like I ran for the bus. Activist until the camera is shut. Robots will kill, mechanical snuff. The Matrix is real, this planet is that too melodic, methodical? Riding the drums, cause sun is so prodigal. Hip-hop in my molecules, popping and locking is rooted way deep in my follicles. Whoa, no harebrained schemes, I'ma do my thing. Fly, I'm a king wing. Champ with a ring, no bling bling. Hear my voice, that chair spin around like Blake might see. Shelton, Melton, bake my speech. I don't need a SoundCloud Drake type beat. Call Joe Josh when I make my heat. I'm that boy they say so sweet. Grandma on the subway, take my seat. Run so much, gonna break my cleats. Preach! As God is my witness, I rock it and rip it, but I'm not religious. Rappers, they look for a pocket and pick it to mimic a popular gimmick. But I never, ever wanna be fenced in. Weirdos never gonna blend in. I do my thing like Ben Grimm. 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 I do my thing like Ben Grimm.
The views and opinions expressed in the following program do not necessarily reflect those of KXVS, the Voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
The Voice of Stockton.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our very first episode of The Phone Booth here on KXVS 92.1, The Voice of Stockton. My name is Ed Heitman, and joining me in the studio today is my good friend, Brian Rodriguez.
Nice to be here, Ed.
Nice to be here as well. Now, let's just talk a little bit about what The Phone Booth is about. Our show is completely dedicated to pop culture, hence the name, since The Phone Booth has been known in a whole lot of pop culture things, from Doctor Who to Superman to Bill and Ted to all sorts of popular things. Now, Brian, why don't we try to explain to people who are listening what pop culture is, people who don't really know the term, for example.
Well, pop culture stands literally for popular culture. It's bits of the culture that have really become these popular sort of cornerstones of what we associate with our culture. Like